Shri Krishna. So today I'm going to be talking about some very important topic in Vedic astrology about retrograde Vakra. I'm not going to explain anything more on it. I will do it separately, but before that you have to understand basics, right? There's no point in trying to say my planet, I have got retro in my chart, what does it mean, without you knowing what is retrograde. Retro is Vakra. The planet doesn't really go Vakra, it's in the sky. It is a perception. Two of the cars going at the same speed, fine. If this goes so fast and this is going slow, the person who is going forward in the rear view mirror is going to see that he's going backward or stopped. It's a perception. First. Second, there is a wrong misconception that an exalted planet will give you debilitated result, and a debilitated planet when Vakra, and a debilitated planet when Vakra will give you exaltation result, etc. So a planet which is Vakra and exalted will give debilitation result. A planet when Vakra, when debilitated, will give exaltation result. Forget all this. Okay, forget all this. There is more to it. If this was one-liner, if it was easy, right, then that will be the case. It is something like you seeing a book, reading in 2 minutes like a Virgo ascendant and saying, I'm a medicine, I'm a doctor, I know this. That is exactly the case. Okay, so before a medicine is given, the person's age is needed. Okay, allergies are needed. Okay, any medical conditions needed. Any special requirements, special needs are all needed to know. You just cannot give a medicine blindly. An allergy, example I'll tell you, I'm allergic to penicillin. Without knowing that, you cannot give penicillin or any penicillin-based drugs which is sulfur-based. Okay, so you have to know all the details. Just by reading a book saying, oh, this person antibiotic I can give. I can only take antibiotics which is non-penicillin-based, which is non-sulfur-based. So there are, just reading a one-liner saying exalted planet, right, which is Vakra, will give you debilitated result, and a debilitated planet which is Vakra will give you exalted result is like a one-liner. I'm sorry guys. Yeah, I get it all the time. Please don't give me the comments. All right, so retro is a perception. First thing, look at the header table. I've created it so that it's very clear, and it's always based on sun position for the 5 planets. Mercury, Venus, interior planet works differently, exterior planet works differently. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, they work differently. Mars, okay, all the 5 works differently. Rahu, Ketu always go Vakra, right? They always go Vakra. Moon has got its own orbit, so its moon is also out. But these 5 planets are all based on sun's, sun as the center. So it all follows the sun's path. Okay, Mercury cannot cross sun by plus or minus 28 degrees. This is basic. Okay, Mercury cannot cross in a way. Okay, then he has to go Vakra. Venus cannot cross sun by plus or minus 48. Then he goes Vakra, plus or minus 48. Okay, now Mars, when it is opposite to the sun by degrees, sun degree you have to see, 6, 7, 8, he will go Vakra. Okay, 6, 7, 8. Next is Jupiter. When he is opposite to sun by degrees from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9, he will go Vakra. Okay, he will go Vakra. Saturn, when he is opposite to sun by degrees, sun degrees you have to see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, he will go Vakra. Okay, right. So in terms of retrograde times, Mercury is the highest. He goes Vakra 3 to 4 times a year. Okay, Venus will go once in 18 months, 1.5 years, not even once a year, 1.5 years once. Mars will go once in 26 months, little over 2 years. Jupiter once per 12 months, Saturn once per 12 months. You can see the header table, you will get it. The retrograde days, if you see, Mercury approximately 24 days per year, Venus approximately 42 days per year, right? By mistake, Mercury approximately 24 days per year, Venus approximately 42 days in that 18 months he goes. Okay, Mars approximately 80 days in that 26 months. Jupiter 120 days in that year of 360 days, right? So 1/3 of the time is Vakra, only 2/3 he will be straight. Okay, and then Saturn is 140 days in the 360 days or 365, however you want to calculate. Okay, he goes. The table will understand, will explain. Stationary time period, Mercury takes 2 days. The stationary in that whole time period, Venus 4, Mars 7, Jupiter and Saturn 10 days. So technically speaking, retro percentage, Mercury is 20, Venus is 8, Mars is 10, Jupiter is 30% and Saturn is 37%. Okay, so everything is based around Sun. Moon is out, Rahu Ketu is out. Okay, Moon has got its own orbit, which goes on its 27 nakshatras. Rahu Ketu are shadow planets. They're always Vakra, but they follow what is called a true node, not a mean node path. Okay, this is a foundation video for you guys to understand about retro. First, it's a perception in the sky. It is not truly happening, as I explained. 2 cars on a highway. This is going so fast. So in the rear view mirror, this car is either stopped or going slow. That is what you will see. But it's really not, because this car is going fast. Okay, second, okay, everything, the 5 planets based on Sun, interior, exterior, watch the image, you will understand the breakdown. Second. Third, the interior planets, Mercury, Venus by degrees of Sun. The exterior planets is more Rashi and degrees from the Sun. Third. Fourth, Rahu, Ketu, true nodes, right? Not a mean node, and they're always Vakra. Fifth, Moon doesn't go any Vakra. Moon has got his own path of the 27 nakshatras lunar belt. Now, if somebody is going to say, I've got Saturn retro, right? I've got Jupiter retro. I will answer everything later. But first understand this, that retro doesn't happen in the sky. It is not anything that you see in the sky. It is a perception. This first understand it. Okay? To summarize, if you have a planet Vakra, wait for that planet to get Vakra to get a good result. Simple. That's the basic thing. If you have a planet between Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Vakra, you have to wait for the planet to get Vakra for it to give the result. Okay? I will slowly, there are terms and conditions for the Vakra neutralization and everything, which I will put. But before that, you have to understand this. Okay? Like the channel. If you really like it, please share your comments in the comment section and share it with your friends and family. And follow the channel. All right. Jai Shri Krishna, and see the header image. Jai Shri Krishna. Have a good day.